For more than a decade, local volunteers have been helping residents with basic life skills through the Dunedin Supergrans. Manager Marie Sutherland is gearing up for another busy year and she joins us to talk about it. Good evening.
Good evening.
What do Supergrans do?
Supergrans go into a home on a one-to-one basis with a family and teach a life skill that that family's asked for some help with.
How many volunteers are there locally?
At the moment I've probably got about 26 or 28 volunteers. They're always not all available at sometimes because they're older people and they need a little bit of time out sometimes, so they have that and then they're very happy to come back into the fold and do some more supergranning as soon as they're ready.
Who are they helping?
They're helping young families or young mums just to learn some life skills that will help them do better in life and make better use of their funding that they've got. Budget help and that sort of thing is really important at the moment.
Can anybody receive assistance?
Anybody can. We are a free, confidential and non-judgmental service. And we don't mind who likes to come in as long as they want to learn a life skill of some sort.
What are some of the common life skills that you and your team are teaching?
Probably the most common one is budget shopping and budget cooking. And that involves planning a menu in the first place, maybe, helping with that. Writing out a shopping list if you're going to go budget shopping because you need to keep to the shopping list. So those are probably the busiest things that we are doing. A lot of the young mums want to learn how to knit. They're wanting to learn how to sew. Some of them are into mending things. And probably important at this time of the year, growing their own vegetables and getting a garden going. So that's always a good thing. The volunteers work as mentors and advocates, so they just help them. Sometimes just being a listening ear is important for a mum and a family. So,
all very valuable skills that are being taught. How is Supergrans funded?
We are funded through the Ministry of Social Development, through Family and Community Services, so we currently have a 3-year contract.
What is the biggest challenge for the organisation?
Having the right balance of volunteers to cope with the number of referrals that we might have. It's got to be happening. We need to have enough volunteers to cope with the referrals that we get. Then if we've got we might have a lot of grants and not enough referrals sometimes. So it's just trying to achieve that balance.
How many referrals would you get in a week, do you think?
We have to get at least 4 or 5 a month. We would like to get a number in a week. Sometimes they come in rushes and sometimes they don't come at all for a couple of weeks. So, yes.
Are you looking for volunteers at the moment?
We're always looking for volunteers because it's always nice to have a good number of them in case somebody falls sick. We've had a number of operations and things that happen to some of our volunteers because they are older people and they need a bit of time out for stuff. So we always welcome volunteers.
What is the criteria for a volunteer?
Having a good number of life skills on board, which most of our volunteers have learnt over the years. People of my age grew up learning all those things. Having some time to be able to give to a family and just being keen to do something like that and help other people.
Manager of Dunedin's Supergrans, Marie Sutherland, keep up the good work. Thank you so much for taking some time out to talk to us.
Yes.